Okay, guys, little update here today. I've got the little jack dollies here. I spun the frame around by myself. I'm going to shove it inside so I can adjust it from side to side because I took the cab off the dolly. It's on hoist. I've got it pretty level. I've got it to the side here because instead of trying to raise it up over the top of this, the motor, I'm going to push it far forward and then bring the cab in behind it. Just so not to ding anything trying to go over it. You can see the doors. I got the doors bodied, primered. I've got another couple of coats of primer. Got to wet sand them out. I'm going to wet sand my primer with 400. Then I'm going to put my base on. There are my door panels. So once this goes on and we get it bolted down, and the next day, probably tomorrow, we're going to mount the doors. So when I do the base, I'm going to just spray the complete door. Now we are going to have a two-tone, which from this line here down will be black. This line here will be a lime green, which will come all the way across the door and then across the center of the ridge on the hood out this way and come down to a point in the front. So this part of the hood down will be black, lime green. All this will be the hammered, which I don't know if you can see it. It's a hammered gray like on the gas tank and some of the accessories that are on the frame. So I'll get a better look out here. Forgive all the dust. It's got a lot of dust all over it. As you can see, black hammered. I'm kind of thinking about leaving the texture because it kind of goes with the theme of being hammered. We'll see. But after this video, things are going to start kind of moving along a little quicker because I have all the stuff to plumb this truck, which the wiring harness and I know. I should be doing all my airlines and everything first, but kind of being crunched on time here. So running a little bit of line, a little bit of brake lines, a little bit of fuel lines, air lines, all that stuff underneath the electrical. I can just do under the cab, which will free up this space right here. Which what I'll do is I'm going to bring in the front clip and start working on it. It's in really good shape. So I'll show you that a little bit later. Really good shape. Got original paint job on it. I'll just probably sand it down and put my contour primer on it, block it out, and call it good. A few minor little spot repairs. But all right, I'll show you a little bit more as we get going on this. Stay tuned. She is sitting on the ground. Look at that. We actually had to cut a little bit of the hole here. I'm going to go back and cut a little bit more, make it nice and smooth and clean. But that looks pretty good, green popping out of there too. But I'll clean that up. I'm going to make a new one for that to where it covers everything up. Dash is all smoothed out. Got some repair work. Got a little bit of, well, yeah, the strap. I kind of knew this was going to happen, but I'll fix that. Okay. That's what she looks like. I don't know if you can see that without the sun shining on it, but the sun might be too bright. Let's come over here. She's on. All right, guys, if you want to see what's next, doors are next. A little interior work, some more repair work on the outside before I put a base coat on it. The front clip is going to be brought in on the dolly, and I'm going to work on that. I've got to get that to where I can actually set this on here, because I've got a gentleman from nitrocool.com or the Radiator Lady. He's going to come out and measure for me. He's going to custom build me a radiator with my reservoirs that are actually on the sides of the cooler, so you don't see any remote reservoirs for your power steering or anything like that. So this will be a nice clean area. New glass coming. Gonna have TMI seats. The interior I'm going to do myself, all the paint, all the door panels, which stay tuned for that. And then we're going to actually build a hinged bed floor. The bed floor is going to be something you guys have probably not seen before, which I've never seen, and it'll be pretty killer. This is pretty killer already. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, send me a comment. Oh yeah, you saw the gray. That's what it looks like in the sun. Send me a notification, comment. Just tell me you hate it. I don't care what you do. I'll still respond. All right, guys. Till later. Peace out.